Hello, everybody, and welcome to TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee. This is me, Oberon, and it's my weekly show, The Outlook on the Emotional Exchanges, where I toss a few cards for the elemental signs of the zodiac, and I try to indicate what is that good emotional thing that's happening for you this week, and then also, what is the challenge to that? What is the thing that maybe will make it not happen? So I use the Final Rose Tarot, this beautiful golden gilded edged tarot deck. It's actually a novelty deck that ties into a popular bachelorette show. I like it because of the stark imagery and also, of course, the red and pink tones. Seems like it's a perfect tarot for this, and maybe for Super Tarot Love Month, which is coming soon to our channel. If you don't remember, it's that thing we do every February. Lots of fun, maybe some love spells, love readings, love stuff. And also, too, of course, we always try to take a stab at predicting who will win the Super Bowl. More details. Anyway, so like I mentioned, we're doing this with the elemental associations of the zodiac in mind. So we're going to read for the air signs first. And air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So let's get started then. Air signs. The emotional happiness that comes to you is the King of Roses. That's the King of Wands. It says executive producer. The King of Wands is that highly magnetic, charismatic kind of personality that really comes to you, and you know what they're here for. They're here to court you. They're here really to take care of you, to impress you, to make you want them, really. So I think this is saying, whether you're married or not, there's something really dynamic coming to you. It could just be a change in the relationship. So what's the challenge to that? It's the Tower. Sent home. So the challenge, well, being the Tower, that's a pretty big challenge. I would guess this says that only you can make things go wrong, and mostly it's because maybe this is something you should have realized already, a lesson you've already learned. So I think air signs really, I don't know if you're this person, because this almost sounds like the bad version of this person. Somebody who has too much pride, maybe believes they're just too hot to trot. Maybe you can be this person, but you have to remember to not flaunt it necessarily, or to feel that this makes you better than anyone else. I think that's all I really got there for that. So we're going to move on now to the water signs. And water signs, I'm sorry, fire signs. There's a lot of snow out there. Maybe that's where I'm getting all the water on my brain from. So fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This one's for you. What is the good thing coming to you? It says judgment, the hot seat. I'm sorry, justice, the hot seat. So why is this a good thing coming to you? Maybe this is your opportunity to find out what's really fair or not fair going on in your own relationship or in a new relationship. It may be that somebody has to get to the bottom of the matter, and that means putting somebody in that hot seat. So it's a good thing, because maybe this is something you have been awaiting the answers for a long time, and now it looks like, maybe you're going to be able to get somewhere. But there is the challenge. There is the challenge. And it's the Hermit reversed. Underneath it says ITM, which is in the moment. But maybe you're not in the moment. Maybe what challenges this idea of finding out and getting answers is that something else is going to present itself, not necessarily as a twist, but something that really has enough ability to distract you from the ideas in that first card. I'm just wondering really if maybe you're going to look into yourself instead, and maybe it's about putting yourself in the hot seat. Maybe it's you that has to answer the questions you have about what you've been doing in your relationships, or romantically or otherwise. I don't know. Once again, there's a little bit of weirdness going on in that reading. So let's move on to the water signs then. And that's Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. What is the good emotional vibration, happiness coming to the water signs? And it's the Page of Wands, the Page of Roses. It says the free spirit. Free spirit indeed. So I think the Page of Wands maybe is saying to us, you have options, but it's not that so much. It's just really that you are positive-minded enough to realize that there is good news coming to you, and it's better to be positive-minded in emotional matters. That a lot of times people put a lot of stock or trust in the idea that they need instant gratification, but sometimes the best relationships take a while to really get going. And as a free spirit, maybe you accept the idea that you're not really ready to settle down yet, or that in certain matters, I mean, there are people who are settled down, but maybe there's something else on the emotional level going on that makes you a little bit rebellious in some respect. So what is the challenge then? And it's the reversed Nine of Cups. It says fantasy suites, but it's reversed. It's the Nine of Flutes, the Nine of Cups. And so the challenge to being that free spirit maybe is that sometimes people don't want fantasy. They want reality. Fantasy suites reversed sort of says, we don't want the pie in the sky, the wish, the love wish thing. We want a reality. And so you may find that your idea about being a free spirit doesn't necessarily mesh with somebody that you may be interested in romantically or within the confines of your own relationship. And so that may be challenging, because maybe each of you will have to find a suitable compromise in the middle with that. So now let's move on to the earth signs. Wrap this up. And earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Earth signs. What is the emotional happiness you can find this week or is looking for you? And bingo, you hit the jackpot. 2 of Cups. Cheers. Earth signs may be feeling very bonded, very secure in their harmony and trust within the relationship they have now, or in one that maybe is developing. And or you bring those ideas of being humble and honest, trustworthy and harmonious to all of your situations, perhaps, that maybe wherever you go, Earth sign, you always kind of wear good vibrations on your sleeve, magnanimous, wanting to meet and work well with people. So you want to do that, but is there a challenge to that? Is there a challenge to you doing those things? Maybe not. It's the reversed 7 of Cups, 7 of Flutes, the edit. But the edit is reversed. So the challenge may just be mostly what the 7 of Cups talks about, which is making the right choices. And so maybe this card is about deepening some relationship or an aspect of the relationship you have now. And there could be multiple ways that's unfolding, but there still may be choices or decisions within that to be made. And that's where you may find you really need to focus if you're hoping to achieve certain romantic or emotional progress in certain ways. All right, Earth signs. So that's what I have for all of you, my friends of the Zodiac. And that was just wonderful. Join us tomorrow for the happy hour. And of course, that's at 10 a.m. And it's the 1 card per person message of positive, uplifting, possibly divine origin for you. And then, of course, on Sunday, it's Banshee's Material Matters at 10 a.m. It's a pre-recorded show, but we are both there live in the chat room to talk about the reading. And of course, it's always a good reading, giving you vital financial, economic information, how to advance yourself. She covers a little bit of everything there. So stay tuned for that. Check out our live streams. They're on Thursday nights at 7 to 9 p.m. and then also Sundays from 2 to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. All right, everybody. Take care, and we will see you next time.